Next on Worcester News Tonight, during a visit to Worcester, Governor Charlie Baker announces he's running for re-election in 2018. Plus, a donation to the Worcester Public Library can take care of your late fees this holiday season. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Anna Botari. Election season may be a year away, but the race for governor is starting to take shape here in Massachusetts. Incumbent Governor Charlie Baker and Lieutenant Governor Baker-Polito announced Tuesday they'll seek a second term next year. Our Cam Jandro joins us now with the details.
Yeah, Anna, it wasn't really a surprise to hear the Baker-Polito administration would seek re-election in 2018, and today they confirmed their campaign right here in the city of Worcester.
We've made that decision. We are going to seek re-election.
Governor Charlie Baker confirms he and Lieutenant Governor Baker-Polito will seek a second term in 2018.
I think we believe that the fiscally disciplined and performance-oriented and community-based approach that we bring to governing is what we need here in Massachusetts.
According to the latest poll from Morning Consult, Baker is the country's most popular governor with a 69% approval rating. Former Worcester mayor and local radio host Jordan Levy says it's an uphill climb for whoever decides to oppose the Republicans.
You're going to have to beat him down. I mean, you're going to have to prove that what he did was not good. You earn your own spurs in this business. You go out and you put yourself out there. You either perform or you don't perform. Charlie Baker's performed.
Levy says despite the governor's popularity, there's still a long way to go before Election Day.
There's nothing in the bag in politics. You never know. And the governor won't take this for granted. He'll work, and the lieutenant governor will work.
The announcement came while Baker and Polito toured the Table Talk pie processing plant. Baker says the opioid crisis, housing options in Massachusetts, and keeping the economy growing are some of his main goals if re-elected next year.
We've added hundreds of thousands of jobs since we took office, but let's face it, we still have a lot of work to do there. We've done a lot of work to improve the quality of our schools. They continue to be among the very best in the country, but we have work to do to continue to close the achievement gap.
Now, we're a little less than a year away from Election Day, but an official campaign announcement is expected to take place sometime following the new year. Anna?
Thanks, Cam. Well, in exchange for a donation, the Worcester Public Library is offering to take care of your overdue library fines this holiday season. For the month of December, the Worcester Public Library will be accepting donations of non-perishable food items at the main branch on Salem Square to be donated to the Worcester County Food Bank. Each item will equal $1 removed from overdue fines. Head librarian Jeff Dickinson says they decided to bring the program back after its success last year.
$631 in fines from our patrons' accounts for Food for Fines last year. I think this year will be far more successful, and we really look forward to bringing in more people that may have their cards blocked because of the fines. And this is a very easy way to get those cards unblocked just by bringing in a few food items.
The program is only good for fines and late fees. If you lost an item or damaged it, the bills cannot be erased. A unique program allows people to give back to veterans and their families during the holidays. Operation Jeepers Christmas is run by Project New Hope and allows someone to adopt a veteran's family and provide them with any gifts or money they may need for the holidays. Project New Hope's president Bill Moore says more than 600 families were donated to last year, and they aim to help even more this year.
I'm a disabled Air Force vet myself. I have a daughter serving in the Air Force, and know firsthand of the struggles that our military families and our veteran families go through around the holidays and stuff. The need is there, and it's always tough this time of the year. People are losing their jobs. People are transitioning out of the military. Maybe they have a service-connected disability, and this is just a way. It's a feel-good thing.
Moore says the deadline to submit gifts is Thursday, and anyone interested can drop off their items at Project New Hope's headquarters at 70 James Street in Worcester. A school nurse in Holden is proving she can do it all. On top of her busy life and work schedule, she's also a professional bodybuilding world champion. We caught up with her about her recent victory. Lori Coe got into bodybuilding in her 20s. The Holden native, who's a registered nurse by trade, says she got into competing after looking for a way to challenge herself.
Once I got a taste of the stage and winning, I I loved it so much.
After years of competing, Co took some time off to focus on family and her career, but she knew she wasn't done.
Stepped away for about 10 years and then came back in 2016 to see if I could do it again with children and a husband and being a mom.
Turns out she certainly could. She says to get results in these competitions takes a lot of sacrifice.
Basically, the thing that changes the most for me is the diet. So there's, no chips, no bread, no wine, no cheese, no chocolate for probably about 16 weeks. So, but it's a healthy diet.
The hard work has paid off. On November 18th, she became the lightweight world champion at the World Natural Bodybuilding Federation World Championships. She says her family was behind her the whole way.
I loved that my kids got to watch the transformation. They got to watch me sacrifice different aspects of life to do the competition. So, working out every day, making healthy choices with your food.
Her family couldn't be more proud.
She can handle a lot, and if she puts her mind to it, she can do anything.
Co says she is going to be taking some time off to spend time with her family over the holidays, but says she will definitely be back on stage in the future. Switching gears, the conversation over a possible mascot name change at the College of the Holy Cross is drawing national attention. The college community has had a chance to weigh in about the name Crusader ahead of a Board of Trustees meeting next year. And so far, the conversation seems to be generating strong opinions on both sides. Our Brittany Schaefer has more reaction from the college community.
The time period for the Holy Cross community to submit their responses about a possible change to the Crusader mascot name has ended, but the conversation continues across campus.
Any sporting event, anytime the mascot's brought up at all, even in classes all the time.
We're at the end of an 8-week process right now to have a discussion here on campus about the Crusader name and its appropriateness in 2017, and does it appropriately reflect the college's mission and its values?
The Crusader has been the college's mascot since 1920. John Hill is the school's director of media relations. He says during the 8-week feedback period, the college received hundreds of responses.
We opened it up to faculty, students, alumni, members of the community. We hosted 2 open forums.
The Crusader is a figure from medieval times depicting a knight in the Crusades where Christians and Muslims battled over the Holy Land.
It's always been an issue. I love the name, but I understand why people are mad.
But senior Sierra Hanno says the name means much more.
I think outside of its religious implications, I think there's a lot of strength associated with the word Crusader in terms of fighting for what you believe in and defending your house, essentially.
The name Crusaders is definitely an undeniable part of the College of the Holy Cross's history.
Hannah, a forward on the women's hockey team, says she, along with other student athletes, identify themselves as a Crusader and they don't want the name to change.
I think the emotional tie of students and alumni to being a Crusader is really important, and it really drives the sense of community that we have here at Holy Cross. So I'm definitely for Crusaders and always will be a Crusader.
Now the Board of Trustees should have a decision by February. Brittany Schaefer, Worcester News Tonight.
The governor and lieutenant governor celebrating the culmination of a state, local, and private partnership during their visit to the Table Talk Pie processing plant Tuesday. The factory has 300 employees and produces more than 10,000 pies per hour. Owner Harry Kokinis says the Table Talk Pies project was made possible thanks to state funding, local tax breaks, and private investment. He says he's happy to carry on an almost 100-year-old family tradition.
It's really about a real partnership, both between public and private, that enabled us to get this building built under a year.
Opened back in September. Fraternity brothers and members of the WPI community shaved their heads Tuesday to raise money and awareness for childhood cancer. More than 50 people got under the buzzer and had their heads shaved. The event's proceeds go to St. Baldrick's Foundation to battle childhood cancer. More than 1,000 head shaving events happen today across the country at college campuses. WPI raised $12,000, making this event the third largest St. Baldrick's head shaving event in the country.
To see such a small campus come together and make such a big difference has been really been inspiring to everybody.
About 55 people shaved their heads today. We've raised, in money that we have right now, $12,000. We have a pledge for $5,000 coming in shortly and within the next week. I think that it's been incredible. It's so nice to see that people can come together for such a great cause.
St. Baldrick says more children die from cancer in the U.S. than any other disease, and 1 in 5 diagnosed will not survive. The Sigma Phi Epsilon and Phi Kappa Theta chapters hosted today's event. An assistant football coach at Blackstone Valley Tech getting a special message from Patriots quarterback Tom Brady.
What's up, Coach Yancik? I just wanted to say that we're thinking about you. I know what you're going through. I wish I was here.
Coach Yancik is battling pancreatic cancer. The Blackstone Valley Tech community is rallying around the coach, supporting him as he supported them throughout the season. BVT is playing for a state championship at Gillette Stadium on Saturday. One student reached out to Brady asking if he could meet Yancik. The team has dedicated their season to him and say they would love to get the title for their coach.
We said in the beginning of the season, we said the season's for you, Coach, and for it to end up here, it just means a lot. So to get a win here would be crazy because it's all for him.
I can't even describe that. I mean, Yancik, he's one of our favorite coaches. Just to play for him and make him happy. It's what we wanted to do all year.
We're all playing for him. We all know what he's going through, and we just want to make sure he can have a smile on his face at the end of the game.
Students are also holding fundraisers for Coach Yancik to help raise money in his fight against